Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a very short video showing you guys how to use and install this modLight adapter. It connects to the K-bus of your car and can offer some pretty cool features that coding can't. And some of them you can code, but this makes it a lot easier than actually just coding your car, because you can just plug this in to the back of your car where the CD changer goes. You can either splice into the wires, or I'm gonna show you what I'm doing to make it more of a factory look of plugging a harness into it. And this will give you some features to your car. I'll go over the features right. So here's a look at the features. It's probably very small and you can't tell what the features are, so I'll read some of them. Some of the features you can do is automatic locking at 18, when you reach 18 kilometers, you can have automatic locking when the car ignition's off, comfort, turn signals, basically triple blink, so if you click it once, it unlocks, which you guys know the E46, the older ones at least don't have. There's folding mirrors, there's folding side mirrors automatically. There's long pressing for the lights to come off. This one is I'm very excited about, is where I can take my key, I don't have my key in my hand, but I can take the key, I can lock the car and then, or unlock the car, and all my lights will come on. You can do this with the stock, but you can't do it without having, without going into the car. So this will allow me to click my keys if it's dark and turn the lights on the car. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going over the full list because this will come with, it will come with instructions of all the features, and you can look online. I'll link this module down below. And I just want to say, before I get into this video too much, huge shout out for modBMW.com for sending this out. They're the ones that sent out the iBus adapter that I absolutely love. So check them out. So in the box, you basically just get this harness with 3 cables, positive, well, power, negative, and K-bus. Or iBus. In this case, this is for a K-bus. This is the modLight for the E46, but there's also a modLight. It's just a modLight 2, I think, or a modLight Pro, which has more features for like the E39 and E38. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set you guys up on the tripod, show you where I'm going to tap into this, because you need to have access to this to program it and pick the functions, because there's a enter and an up button. So I'm going to set you guys on the tripod and show you how I'm going to tap into it and where I'm going to tap into it for easy access, and then I'll show you guys how to set this up. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to want to have something like this to tap in to the actual K-bus or the power and negative, or I had this from my leftover dice that was installed into my car before I even got it. So what I did is I stripped back the wires and I can plug this right into the CD changer, and this will allow me to tap right into these 3 wires coming from here, so I can power this module. If your CD player is in use, mine is not, you will probably need to use something like this, the tap-a-wire things. But whatever one you want to do, I'm just showing you guys multiple ways. I'm showing you how I'm doing it because I think it's going to look pretty clean. So what you want to do is you want to remove this, you lift up the bottom and pull this out. You're probably familiar with it. And then you're going to want to pull the pin that's right here. There's one plastic pin right here, and there's one up there. You're going to want to, you can't see it, it's right up there. You're going to want to pull both those out and then pull this whole carpet back. And you can pull it out. So once it's out, you will see a couple things. You might see this, and this is what we want to look for, this bundle of cables. It might be stuffed up way back there, but inside of it, you will have this cable right here that I pulled out. This is the cable that you're looking for. It's for the CD player. It might be bundled way up in there where the strut mount is, or it might just be dangling here somewhere near in this area. And I'd want you to pull that out, and you'll notice 2 cables. One that has, this is for the CD player power. This is the K-bus. This is for the power, and that's for the negative. These are what we're going to tap into. So you can do it whichever way you want. You can use these, or you can do this method. And basically this is what happens. For the yellow one is for the K-bus. The brown one is for the negative, so brown to brown. The red one to the red and green cable, and the yellow to the ones with the yellow dots on it. Basically you want to connect these up, and this will allow you to power. So I'm going to do a time lapse of me doing that real quick. All right, one thing that you should note using these type of style connectors that I use to make one harness is you have to crush them twice. I didn't actually know that, figure that out, so you learn something new every day. Now, one thing to note is be very careful to make sure that when you unravel this harness and you plug this in, to make sure that everything lines up, because you will fry this adapter and you could fry other things in your car if you were crossing the, if you're doing like power to brown or power to negative or something like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in just, oh, there we go. It's lit up. I was gonna test it out, but I already tested out on, before I did this, I was gonna double check it, but it already went in, and as you saw, it lit up how it did. That is the sign that it's working. So let me figure out how to use this and then come back to you showing you guys the actual functionality. As far as keeping this thing away, like how to hide it, is I think I'm going to throw it behind the amp, or you could even throw it maybe in the spare, where the spare wheel goes, there's a little slot there, or even like double-sided tape somewhere. I think I'm gonna leave it back there. I shouldn't have to touch it too much, but in case I do, easy access. I'm probably going to throw some Tessa tape around here to make it look a little nicer. The cable may be a little too long because I have all of this extra length, but gives you some functionality to maybe even stick it to the roof, because nothing's up there besides your subwoofer, and I have my subwoofer down. So I might actually, you can't see it, let me move the camera up. I think that's what I've just decided that I'm going to do, is I'm going to run the cable in double-side sticky to up here, so I always have access to it. I just have to remember which one's which. Maybe I'll write on the side, and then I can always have access to it somewhere up here, and it'd be really simple to program other functionalities when I need it. So let me go test this out, and I'll get back to you guys. All right, I figured out how it works. It's super easy. So let's say I want lights with long press. I want my high beams, fog lights, and rear lights. So it says function 6 and then option 1. So what we do is, if that's the function we want to go to, so function 6, option 1, this is just the one that I want. There's a bunch of different ones. I'm not going to show them all. Probably just going to show this one for the sake of time. I wanted to make this somewhat of a quick video. But here's what you do. So if you want to go to function 6, you're going to press 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to press enter. You're gonna wait for the lights to start blinking, the red one. It's gonna blink. It blinked, and now you're gonna press 1, because we wanna go to option 1, and you're gonna press enter again, and it's gonna blink again. And there you go, it confirmed it. So now let me show you the function and how it works. So I'm now going to show you the functionality of how it works. So we coded it so if you long press the button on the key, it will turn on coming home lights. So if I hold it, car is gonna walk, and as you see, my high beams and my fogs are on, giving it the illusion so at night I can walk away and know that my car has some lights so I can see where I'm going. And also, let me do it again so you can see that the back lights do also turn on. And here you can see the back light, just the inner ones do turn on too, and actually you can program it like you just saw for the turn signals to go off for a second too, so it's pretty cool. So if I hold it, lights went on the front, and now they're also on the back by holding this button. Really cool module. I'm really enjoying it. There's a lot of features, as I have talked about. There's many features that you can code. I'll put the list, I'll link this down below, and I'll show you a list of everything. I'm not just going to show you just for the sake of time, and you can go through them yourself, but I just want to thank Mod BMW for setting this out. It's a great product. I already have their iBus module to control the car, which we'll also link down below if you guys like. And that's it for this video. Check the links out in the subscription. Comment, like, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.